Hello, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I'm Chloe, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I plan each day and each week during the semester. So unfortunately, I was sick the past 2 days, so I am a little bit behind. I know in a previous video I said I only had one class that was taught at a certain time, but I actually have two plus my lab. So I missed a lecture yesterday from being sick, so I'm going to add that to my to-do list. So that was genetics lecture. Today's Thursday, so I believe I should have 2 lectures from 2 different classes for the classes that aren't taught at a certain time. So physics and zoology. And I need to get signed up on WebAssign for one of my classes. And I have a little bit of reading to do for class. That's everything that I am a little bit behind on, so once I catch up with all of that, I'll be right back on track. So tomorrow I have class in the morning, so I'm going to go ahead and put that lecture down. And I don't think I have any other classes that will be posted on Friday, so that's it for Friday, which means I can spend the rest of the day. I'm going to go ahead and study some of the material. I never realized how much I flip my hair until I started YouTube and started watching my videos. Do any homework that I have. 2 of my classes, the professor is known for being really hard, and I heard that anything he says in lecture could be on the exam, so I'm definitely going to study a lot for those classes, and I'm definitely going to block time out for studying. That way I study every week, keep up with it consistently. That way it's considerably less stressful when it comes to exam time. Genetics is the class that I missed yesterday, so I definitely want to get that lecture done before we have class again tomorrow morning. And I did take a look at it, and it's 55 minutes long, so I wrote that down as well. And I have my class pulled up with me, so I'm going to go through everything they posted yesterday and see where I'm at. So there was a tab that says begin here, so I thought that would obviously be a good choice to start. And this looks like it's just a welcome and course introduction. What does it say in person? We ain't doing nothing in person. It's going to be a mix of live material and pre-recorded uploaded material. I'm going to start to look over the syllabus. Alright, so I see that I need a book, unfortunately. I got a free PDF for one of my books. So I always check the syllabus to see if they have a tentative schedule. I love tentative schedules. I will write down every single exam for the whole semester. That way it never sneaks up on me, because some teachers aren't very nice and they won't tell you. This one does have a tentative schedule, which I love, and the exam dates do not change. So even if we get behind in material, we still have the same dates. So I'm going to go ahead and write down every exam that I have in that class. And I'm going to put it not only in the month section, but I will also write it on the day-to-day. Now I'm going to go on into Physics 2, which I hate. The PDF lectures contain what you need to study. So I know that textbooks can be very supplemental and helpful, but I don't really learn that way, and if I don't have to read it, I will. It's just a waste of time. Let's look at the syllabus. So this one is at your own pace. So there's going to be no tentative schedule. The textbook is also free, so that's awesome. I'll go ahead and download it since it is free and refer to it if I need it. I am going to note down the book about that. Make a note about the book, geez. It looks like this class does not have any recorded lectures, and it's simply going to be in the form of PDF lectures, which sounds very hard to learn from. But that also means I'm not behind on lectures. It looks like we have a little bit of review and then 1 chapter to work on. So that should be pretty easy to get done. 2 more syllabi to go over. Zoology, I haven't been in this class yet. So there's a required textbook, so I'm gonna make a note about that as well. There's a tentative schedule for this class as well. So again, I'm going to just write down the dates of all the exams in my planner. Looks like I have back-to-back exams. So zoology had a lab as well, so I wrote down the dates for those exams. Fortunately, there are only 2 and no final, which is generally how labs go. There's also 2 lectures uploaded, which is what I expected, so I've already written that down in my to-do list. So I'm going to move on to my last class, which is evolution, and I have attended that one twice even. So this one, I've already seen the lectures, of course, since I have attended. Girl, what are you doing? Why is this not working? Okay, the screen looks different than it did before. Everything's fine. Just gonna refresh the page. So, what was I looking for? The syllabus. Well, I think that he emailed us a syllabus, so I'll look there. Yes, there is a syllabus attached. Always read your syllabi. I know there's a lot of people who don't, and they don't show up on syllabus day, but I think it's important, and it helps you prepare for the whole semester, and honestly, that can make a huge difference, especially if you struggle with time management. Oh, and most teachers, honestly, they usually lecture after going over the syllabus, at least for me. Maybe I'm unlucky, but syllabus day is never just syllabus day for me. And if you're wondering, my shirt does say AOC plus 3, AOC plus me. If you can't figure out which side of my head has the yellow hair, you're not tripping. I usually flip my videos because that's the way I'm used to seeing myself in the mirror. But I really like this shirt. I want people to be able to read it. So there is a tentative schedule as far as subjects go, but he didn't include the exam dates, which totally blows, but it's all right. That's pretty much what I do at the beginning of every semester on the first day of class. 8? Gross. 8 a.m. Just rude. I'm going to spend the rest of the day going over some of the stuff that I wrote down in my to-do list, and then tomorrow after lecture I will go through and schedule my weekend and how I'm going to schedule out for school, and then I will probably go ahead and plan next week as well and show you how I do that. The whole reason I do all this extensive planning is because it really helps eliminate stress. For me personally, I just will not stop thinking about my to-do list if I don't write it down. That is the only way to make the buzzing stop. Takes out a lot of stress, but also it just helps you prepare. You know when exams are coming, you know when you need to start studying, and then exams don't seem as bad. I really think planning is key to living a stress-free lifestyle. Good morning, it is Friday. I already attended my lecture and put on some makeup and just got a kind of cute but kind of comfy outfit going on. Earrings and gauges has really been my thing lately. I have 2 more lectures to do, and then we're going for a walk while it's nice out. So I watched my first zoology lecture, and he said to read the chapters before watching the lectures, and I had downloaded a PDF of the book, but after chapter 1 it skipped to chapter 34. So I had to order the book, and I will read tomorrow and do the second lecture. So in the meantime, I'm just going to plan out the rest of the weekend, how I'm going to do my homework, and then I will show you how I plan for every week during the semester. So as you can see, I broke down my homework into different days because I also need to edit and I don't want to get overwhelmed with one thing. I'll pick up the book and do the reading, and that's all I'm going to focus on because it's 9 chapters to read. So then Sunday I plan on watching the lecture and then taking the rest of my physics notes, because I might take some tonight, and I did take a little bit yesterday as well, and then I'll still have to edit. I did go ahead and start with Monday because this is the work that was assigned for this week that I still had to do. That's not due until Tuesday. So I just finished here with my physics homework. The easiest way to start is to just go ahead and write when you have your classes. So genetics is the only class I have on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I'm going to write that in. I do have a lab for genetics on Monday. And then I should be all caught up on everything. So I'll leave the rest of Monday for finishing editing and finishing any homework I still have. And then I have one class taught in the morning on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then both of my remaining classes should get posted on Tuesday as well. So I will put that in the to-do, on the to-do side. I tutor on Mondays and Wednesdays, so I will add that to my schedule as well. And I can already tell by as soon as I opened up the week that I don't have any exams, since I did write those to start with. I know that I will have readings to do for zoology, so I'll go ahead and write that in for Wednesday to prepare for class on Thursday. And then I will write down evolution as well. I don't think I'll have a reading, but I'll write it down with a question mark so I don't forget it. And then I'll work on genetics homework and physics homework as I go along with the lectures and see when things are due. So far, there's nothing in particular to work on. We haven't really covered anything in genetics, so I haven't looked over the homework yet, but I will after class on Monday, and then I will write that in as well. As for YouTube, I should finish editing on Monday, so I'm also going to write down that I need my thumbnail. And then Tuesday, I need to upload my video. Then I'll figure out which day I want to film. It will either be Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, and I do editing over the weekend. And I will also meal prep on Sunday, so I'll go ahead and schedule that as well. This is what I have based on everything. I will update it probably every single day to make sure I am keeping up with everything that I need to be. And then I do go ahead and write down here, it says this week's top 3, and I do write those in. I always put exams and doctor's appointments there, but I don't have any of those. I'm going to put down tutoring, and first thing that is going to be due is my physics homework. So I'm going to write that down, and probably just the readings. But this way I have everything broken down to where school's not taking up my whole day every day, and neither is YouTube. That way there's time for myself as well. I hope you found this video useful or helpful. Let me know if you plan your semesters the same way I do, or if you have a different way, or even if you think you have a better way, let me know. I find that this way of planning eliminates the most stress possible and helps the semester go by smoothly, and I have gotten almost all A's except for organic chemistry. But I do have a 3.89. It works for me, so give it a try.
So humble.
So humble. She humble. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you made it all the way here and you're in school right now, let me know what classes you're taking. What's your favorite class? I do respond to the comments on the rare occasion I get one. Drop them below. Thanks again. I hope you have a beautiful morning, day, night, whatever it is. I hope it's a great one, and see you next Tuesday. Fuck me. If you made it all, I don't know what I want to say actually. If you made it all the way here, comment what? No one's been leaving comments. I cannot think. My brain's not working. Groovy.